Good morning, everyone. We are back with another Realtor Spotlight, and I am joined today by Miss Katie Hull. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
And Katie is with Coldwell Banker, and she's a little newer to the real estate industry, but not new to helping people with their future.
Right.
So we're going to learn a lot about you today and a little bit about the real estate industry and kind of what you're seeing with your fresh eyes. So why don't you start by just telling us a little bit about you and your background.
Okay. So my husband and I moved from Pennsylvania 70 years ago, this May actually.
Wow.
And I was in the food and beverage industry for 13 years. That's kind of what brought us down here. We just wanted to get close to the beach, you know, kind of be out of Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
So I started the food and beverage industry, got sick of working nights, holidays, and weekends, which real estate really isn't different anyways. But it's just not so much, you know, on your feet in one spot.
Right.
So I didn't get into the financial services industry, you know, so I've always been trying to help people prepare for their future and, you know, get a good starting foundation of where they are, get them where they're going. And then I decided, you know what, real estate, I've always been interested in real estate. My husband and I are actually investment property owners, so we have a couple investment properties. So I've been around real estate for 7-8 years. My husband is also in a construction company, EC Homes, and so I've always been around the real estate industry and just really saw the boom, you know, like everybody else. And since I was already helping people with their future and their plans, I was like, you know what, real estate is always something that's intrigued me, why not? So I started classes in January, got licensed in February, and it's been going pretty well. You know, I really enjoy it. I like seeing all the different homes in different areas around Myrtle Beach, meeting a lot of different people, doing a lot of different things. So I'm really enjoying it.
Well, I think a lot of people have looked into real estate right now. And it's, you know, it's kind of one of those things like we're at a peak. So we all know that it could tumble a little bit,
right,
you know, at some point, and we're a little bit behind the, you know, we'll see it coming.
Right.
But I think what you did is, so you're on Team Amanda Co.
Correct.
And getting linked up with a realtor that's been in the business for a long time.
Right.
I think that kind of sets you up for success as well.
I think it definitely helped. So I would definitely say if you are getting into real estate, find an agent that can mentor you and that knows the market and has been doing it for a while. And also save. Make sure you are financially prepared to jump into real estate, because even if you first stay licensed, you get an under contract, that's still not going to close maybe 30, 45 days. So you're actually not even getting paid for a while. So if it is something you are looking into, you know, definitely make sure you're saving and have your good emergency fund backup ready.
That's the financial
That's
side.
The financial side. That's where that's
which is
in.
really smart, because you don't always think about that. You're like, I'm going to get in, I'm going to sell these houses, I'm going to make all this money, but it's definitely a delayed response
payment
in your payment, because it takes a while to do all of the paperwork. We know that on this side to get through closing.
Right. And the same thing when you're purchasing a home, it's a big decision. You know, make sure you're prepared, make sure you're pre-qualified. You're not going to even get a chance on a home if you're not pre-qualified. So it's definitely good to have a lender that you can chat with, get that pre-qualification. Make sure you have your funds, emergency funds. Things are going to happen. You're going to move into your house. Oh, I need this done. You know, they actually add up. So it's a big financial, thing to think about when you're ready to move.
Yeah. It's not just, what we're going to sell our house for, well, we can use that equity to buy a new house, but it's also, the safe little nest egg that you have to go into that situation. So that's a really great piece. So that's what the next thing I was going to ask you is, what are some advice that you would give? Because you've been working a lot. I mean, you work with both buyers and sellers, but I mean, there's a lot more people listing these days. So, what are some of the first things they need to know when they start listing? Thinking about listing.
When you're listing, just make sure your house is most likely going to sell quickly, but make sure just the presence when people walk in, fresh little coats of fresh paint and cleaning like door handles and cabinets where you touch all the time, and just having stuff put away, just make a good presence when people walk in, and it's just going to be more inviting, more, I can picture this a little more.
Yeah, I love that. Because that's what a lot of people say, well, people are going to come in and you look at the bones, you don't look at the thing, but if you can just feel yourself, especially in this market, walk right into a home and be like, I really can see myself living here, your chances, of having that top dollar buyer is definitely something big. But then also knowing where you're going to go next.
Yes, that's a big thing. So if you are thinking of selling, make sure you have a backup plan that you either have a rental lined up or you have family to live with or already purchased. I mean, if you're new builds are getting backed up. So, make sure you still have that backup plan, that you give yourself enough time to get from one place to the next.
From what you've seen, if someone is building a home, how far out should they list their house? I know it's hard to say, but in this market, and I mean, if they're going to sell their house and their house is going to be done, say 4 months from now, probably, I mean, even...
Well, if you think closings are about 30 to maybe even 45 days is even more common. And it depends on the build. So it's definitely, backup plans are key because construction, the issues coming with construction. I mean, you can be a month away and then all of a sudden products got backed up, it's not in stock, so that just pushes it back.
Right.
So,
or if you're, at least if you can save and you can have that thing, you can know, like, all right, if I have to carry 2 mortgages, if I don't have to sell this one, we'll talk to you later. All right, that's awesome. I mean, those are such great advice for, buyers and sellers, because the market is kind of crazy right now.
It's very crazy.
Yeah. You jumped in and you're really kind of like learning it all real quick, I'm sure.
It's exciting though. I enjoy it. I like it.
Yeah, that's good. Anything else you want to tell us about yourself? Just kind of get to know you, kind of what you like. I know you're into fitness.
Yes. So I like the gym. I just recently started golfing, so I'm actually really excited about that. I try to get out maybe once a week if I can. So
that's
awesome.
I'm
in the capital of golf. Why not?
Yeah, exactly.
So that's enjoying. Like it.
Well, you have to. I mean, and then that's great because I know a lot of deals get done on the golf course.
Yes. So if anyone ever wants to golf, let me know.
It's perfect.
I'm trying.
All right. Well, we'll wrap up here. Let everyone know where they can find you, how they can find you, kind of your credentials, and then we'll link to it.
Sure.
Afterwards.
Yeah. So I'm on Facebook, obviously, Katie at Team Amandico, I think it is. And my number is 843-995-0230. So you can call me, you can text me, you can find me on Facebook, send me a message, however you want to connect. I'd be happy to help.
Yeah, and being part of the Coldwell Banker team, I mean, you have so many agents, you are able to, if you want to list your house with Katie, she can send it out to those agents, probably get it sold within the Coldwell Banker family.
Yeah.
I'm sure, quickly.
Definitely.
All right, well, you guys have a great day. Get out, enjoy it. Hopefully we'll see most of you out at the Pelicans home opener tonight. Right. You need a realtor, give Katie a call. She is here. She will help you, walk you through the whole process, and give you financial tips as well.
Along the way.
It's an added bonus. So you guys have a great day, and we will talk to you soon.